How's it going? So, well, I'm playing some Euro Truck Simulator 2 today. Got a few mods installed. Most importantly, is Promods. I'll leave like a link below in the description of the video what mods I'm using for this, in case you want to use them yourself if you like the look of them. If you've got any suggestions for mods that I don't already have, then please leave them down in the comments. I'll happily take a look. This is my Volvo FH Sleeper truck. It's not the best. This is a fairly new save, to be honest. I think I'm about level 9, so I'm kind of going through the business with it at the moment. But yeah, let's do this. So we've got a job taking cars to Le Havre. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that, but here we go. So using a driving wheel. It's a driving force GT. Not the best, makes a lot of noise. You'll probably be able to hear as it clicks and whirs and makes all sorts of noise. Alright, let's go. Got any beacons on this one? No, we don't have any beacons. Oh, okay, fair enough. So, off we go. So I'm still, I don't know. We've played a fair bit of Euro Truck Simulator 2. I haven't played a lot. Like, I think in the grand scheme of things, for the amount of time I've owned the game. But it's a game that I do love. I don't know why. Well, actually, you know what? I do know why. Because I can kind of go at my own pace. Don't have to be ecstatically good at it. I think it's just a game that you can dive into and enjoy. Yeah, I did that one. That's what I did. Right, it's indicating off. So don't do it, mate. Don't do it. Bloody bastard, man. There's always one. There's always one. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that was it. So yeah, I can thoroughly enjoy it because it's nice and simple to get into. I mean, I think I originally started playing this on a wired, slightly breaking speed limit then, on a wired Xbox 360 controller back when I first got it years and years ago, and I kind of enjoyed it. It was a bit of a laugh, but then I kind of gave up. And then a few years ago, someone suggested when I was streaming, and I used to stream on YouTube, then I gave it a go. I was like, you know what? Sure, why not? I'll give it a go. So all I had on hand was a Steam controller, and we did, I think it was Plymouth to Budapest at that point, and I had a lot of fun. And after that point, I thought, you know what? I'm going to get myself a steering wheel. Well, I do like racing games. I'm quite a big fan of racing games. That, you know, good fun. And yeah, picked up this Driving Force GT, and now I've had it ever since. And that's been about 4 or 5 years. I think I've had it. It's not a bad wheel. It's just loud. It's a loud wheel. I've tried to make it less loud. Hasn't really worked as much as I'd hoped. It's mostly the turning mechanism inside. It whirs, especially when you have to sort of shift quickly. It's only got an up and down, I say gear stick. I mean, it's literally a stick with a knob on it. But you know what? It's an AI. He can get blinded. It's fine. Yeah, so but it's not bad. It's not a bad wheel. I do enjoy it. It's nice. And you can, I mean, given the current climate, it's a bit of a nut job out there getting hardware, but you can normally pick up the Driving Force GT for quite cheap. So if you do like something like this, just to kind of chill out and relax to, 100% recommend just picking up a Driving Force GT, getting some settings online. Because there's plenty of people who've done it, who've put together setting files and stuff and correct force feedback for like a decent response from the wheel. Yeah, just kicking back and playing this for God, hours. You lose yourself. You lose yourself. think my wife says she loses herself to me in this game. You know, but at the moment, you know, given it is that time of 2020 where people are kind of stuck indoors, especially me, because I'm not allowed to go outside at all. I mean, I'm allowed out in the garden, that's about it, because I'm on a critical risk list. I have to stay inside my house, so this is the only outside world I get to see really at the moment, unless I'm playing a VR game. I'm playing Half-Life Alyx or something, but yeah. But it's nice. Simulation games are good fun, and I think it's because they're monotonous. They don't take. I mean, some simulation games, you know, depending on how deep you want to go. I mean, even in this game, I guess if you really want to go deep into it, you can. But just being able to jump in and get some trucking done, innit? Get some trucking done. I normally I like playing Truckers MP. That's good fun. But the problem is, like, so I think it was about 2 years ago, I got a friend of mine into playing this, and he picked up a Logitech G29 with the shifter and stuff. And we played Truckers MP a lot. We used to play on the old. I think back then it was essentially what arcade is now, but it was like server 4 or something, or server 3. It was arcade, basically. Well, and then we shifted up from that to the second simulation server. I was getting really good. I could reverse, you know, trailers in pretty well. I wouldn't say perfectly, but you know, pretty well. And it was good fun. And I stopped playing for a while. You know, played other games for a bit, and kind of got into streaming on Twitch and a lot of Half-Life stuff. And now come back to playing this, and I think when we first connected, we just didn't really know that they'd added more servers, so we kind of went straight onto Sim 2. Realised that, you know, there was collisions on. We collided when we first spawned in and like drove to meet each other. We collided into each other, so we started playing on arcade. It's been fun. It's been good playing on arcade, but the problem is, with that sort of mod, it's fun to be able to kind of play on a more highly dense server, because there's no AI, there's no cars, there's nothing driving around, so it's kind of it's barren. Like, you know, you'd be doing long stretches like this, you know, long jobs, and you know, there'd be no one around, and you might get the odd trucker coming along on arcade, and you know, chances are that when you honk at them, they don't honk back. I don't know what's happened there. People used to honk back. No honks back anymore. It's no common courtesy. But so I do want to get back into playing on the proper simulation server, but I'm rusty. You know, I don't pay attention to the speed limit as as I should. You know, I want to keep my eye. That's why I've got the dash up in the corner there, because I'm trying to force myself into doing the speed limit again when I can. Obviously, I've got the speed limiter on at the moment, so we're doing 90, which is the max anyway. But yeah, you know, I want to try and embrace my inner truck simulation mind guy thing, Emabob. I don't know. It's a weird, you know. I don't know. I would say it's a weird hobby, but it's not, because a lot of people do this. I mean, the sim racing's got massive at the moment. Like, I normally like playing Project Cars, but mate, I would never think about competing in that, like, with other people at most. It'd be nuts. I mean, Project Cars probably not. It'd probably be like iRacing and Assetto more than anything. But oh yeah, by the way, if you notice me braking sharply or weirdly, it's because this brake pedal sucks. I think that's the only downside I can say about the Driving Force GT, is the brake pedal it's not that good. It's not that good at all. So I'm gonna let this guy ahead of me. Go on, mate. off you go. Right. How far have we got? Yeah, not far. Not that far actually. It's not as far as I thought it would be. Right, where am I going here? Oh, I've got to be in this lane. Bloody hell. God. Already on to slow down again. Sorry. You're all good. Right, up around the bloody corner then. See where we're going. Put some bloody high beams on. Now, one thing I haven't tried in a very long time, so I like playing Project Cars. I like doing the, so I have an Oculus Rift, so I like playing in the VR mode on that. And it's really nice, it's really good fun. And I remember years ago during my last sort of like major spat with Euro Truck is I tried the VR mode on it. Damn good fun, but at the time I was using I didn't have an Oculus, couldn't afford it. I had a mobile phone that I used as a display, and this little kit called the Nolo kit, which turned a smartphone into a VR kit with a with controllers and a tracker and stuff like that, a base station, and I used that. It was good, but obviously it's not proper. It's not a proper VR screen inside the headset. It's a mobile phone, and the one I had was only designed to do about 60 FPS, so it was very low res, sort of like developer kit 1, maybe developer kit 2, the Oculus sort of scale of resolution. So it was good, it was good fun, it was a nice experience, but it was a bit choppy and bleh. So I've been wanting to try it out again now, but I'm worried that, as I'm only coming back into this with mods and stuff, I'm trying to like figure out what mods work where, what plays nice. I'm trying to figure out what would break if I turn VR mode on, because I'm pretty sure it's still a beta branch that you have to select in Steam settings, or I can't remember it being in the launch settings, that's for certain. So I might have to have a feel with it at some point, because it would be something I'd like to do, because it is a lot of fun, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass looking around with my mouse in a cab. Like, I don't do it half the time, I just kind of hope that there's no cars coming. It's just not a great way to be driving a truck, if I'm honest. That's probably the last thing you want to hear a truck driver say, is they just kind of pray there's no cars coming. But then again, you know, IRL, I'm not a truck driver, I don't drive trucks. In fact, the only thing I ride is a motorbike. That's pretty much as far as I go. I've got 2 wheels instead of, 6 or 8. I can't remember how many out these days, but saying that, years ago, I used to work as a bin man, and we had these Iveco Stralis dust carts, and that thing had, I think I ended up having like 10 or 12 wheels on it, just for this dust cart, because it was an amazing machine though. Jesus, like, had a lot of power behind it, and it could turn on like a sixpence. It was nuts, like 50 pence a piece. I don't know, whatever people say these days. I mean, I'm only in my 30s, but it's just a saying that I'm stuck with, I guess. I'm already in lane, so I don't have to worry. Oh, 50, all the way down to 50 for this bit. Ugh. This is what I mean. It's like this. It's pretty. Yeah, and it goes to. Oh, you prick! Let me out, go on. Thank you. Let's get it into a lower gear so we can get some revs up. But yeah, that thing was nuts. Like, it could turn. It had, carry some weight as well. Obviously, those things were limited to I think it was 60 when I was working there, because the speed limit for trucks was like 60. So that's all they could do. Just gonna stay in this lane so you can see an on ramp coming up ahead. I don't want to like conflict them with anyone. So you're just gonna have to deal with it, guys. I'm in the middle lane. just deal with it, right? But yeah, so that, you know, but it could hit 60 quite easily, even with like 20 tons of refuse on board. It was, yeah, it was a beast, that thing. We had a lot of Iveco trucks, but they weren't. Although Iveco, I don't know. I mean, they're good trucks and all, but the ones we had were converted in such a way that they weren't. They just didn't last very long, and they were constantly being repaired and serviced because they were just literally beating around. Especially the recycling ones we had. They had these cage, like sort of like sorting barrel, like, I don't know, buckets on the side of the truck, and then you could like press these buttons to send it up the side, and then it would tip over the top and empty it into these containers inside the truck. And problem is, you know, with the paper and food waste and stuff that we collected, that would get stuck inside these buckets. So we developed a way to press the buttons in a certain way that it would kind of like almost do a kickback of the bucket and over the top. Problem was, this wore down the hydraulics and would just absolutely annihilate them after a while. And you'd have horror stories of damn, I hate you already. You'd have horror stories. Yeah, see what I mean with the brake? It's literally like just feather tapped that, then it just went boom, down to nothing. Let's get to 10th. Yeah, we had horror stories of like people with like the arm on one side getting, you know, like breaking in place at the top, so the bucket was stuck at the top, and you'd have stay there, stay in your lane, mate. It's my lane. Oh, I've got to get in that lane apparently. Come on, get there. Bugger. This is what I mean. I'm still getting used to it, like, because tolls weren't this rampant last time I played. Jesus, they're just everywhere now. I keep hitting people, so please don't hold that against me, because it's not my fault. It looked fine. It literally looked like I scuffed his car. He's fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. He'll be fine. But yeah, those things were just jamming up all the time, getting absolutely annihilated. But they were great. It was good fun. I wouldn't change it for the world. I'd go back and mess around with those things again if I could. Because damn good fun. Outside all day. I mean, yeah, you end up smelling like garbage, but good fun. Damn good fun. Hell of a good fun. Off to Paris. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Let me past. Let me past. You're doing like, what, 88, 89? Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Mate, don't be a dick. There we go. There we go. It makes sense, doesn't it? It just makes sense. So I have got an AI mod on this, and it has made a big difference to how the AI works, and you know, you get like traffic accumulations at times of day around certain areas, and the track, like, you know, you get spontaneous like police stops and all the usual stuff like crashes and stuff. But I feel like the AI has also gained the ability to be a bit of a dick, and not just like base game dick level. This is like a whole other level of just being an absolute knob. Maybe I went too far. Maybe I shouldn't have given them the ability to think. That's my bad, you know. But hey, I'm just a man with Steam Workshop, clicking on subscribe buttons and going nuts. That's all. That's all I am. Come on. Come on. How far have we got to go? So we got, you know, delivering 8 tons of cars. We've got 15 hours remaining. My next rest stop's 5 hours and 20. Alright. We got to it, yeah, just under 3 hours to go. Should be fine actually. This bloody picks up a little bit. It's bloody nuts. But yeah, AI is pretty good. It's enjoyable now, and I think this is one thing I just miss when I play Truckers MP is it's just having that AI, because when you're doing, you know, jobs that go from, you know, Norway down to Germany or something, like all of that time you're driving and it's like it's just nothing. It's just nothing on the roads unless you know, unless you go to like near a busy port on one of the more populated servers, like Sim 1 or something. And to be honest, like even then, I don't really fancy being in gridlock at Calais or something. Like I check the stats page a lot of the time because it's just interesting. I like stats. You know, I like stats. I like stats. And you know, you got obviously like the server load and stuff, but the cool thing with Truckers MP is they list like all the places where there's like congestion and stuff, and like how many trucks are there. They got like an interactive map, yada yada yada. But I don't know. I can deal with the congestion, sure. Don't get me wrong. Like I've dealt with AI congestion here. The problem is AI. I can literally get angry at. I just feel bad if I'm getting angry at an actual person, like their truck's stuck or something and they can't get around and no one's able to move because there's too many players there now, so it's like, oh damn. So, you know. But that's just, I don't know, maybe I just need to pull my pants up and just be like, you know what, Frank, just do it. Just go on Sim 1, just wait in the queue. Be one of those people who wait in the queue for Sim 1. And just go nuts. Just go nuts. But I probably won't. I will probably stick to some lower level sim server on there. Come on. You absolute ass. Yeah, that's right. Could have let me out, couldn't you? But you didn't, because you're a D. Right. Probably shouldn't have bloody another toll road. Jesus. You gotta pay the toll if you're gonna come through my neck of the woods. Right, I'm gonna go in this lane, because no one's in this lane. Right, here we go. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. Would you believe I've actually put on a dead zone on the brake? And yeah, it's just nuts. It's insane how much I have to not touch the brake for it to work. In fact, I think a slight breeze could come in here and it would just go off. No word of a lie. Oh, come on. I'm not getting stuck behind the bloody coach, am I? Come on. Come on, you. Yeah, I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. Come on, let me out. There we go. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even go up gear. Oh, that ass. I paused it. No, I haven't. Come on. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. It's a constant battle. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. But don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Why? Why? See, this is what I'm on about. This AI. I bet he's gonna indicate in front of me now. Don't do it. I don't want you in front of me. Not after that. We're not friends. You're not welcome on my lane. Oh, look at it. Bloody speeding ahead, aren't he? Oh, look at me. I can go faster than you because I've got my speed limiter on in the settings. Prick. Ah. The Havre, or whatever however it's pronounced. I literally butcher every name I try and pronounce in this game, so I try to avoid it, but you know, it is what it is. It is a curse of being an Englishman and just trying to pronounce everything in the English language. It's terrible. It sounds horrible, and it's a bloody disgrace. It's all out. Right. Come on. There we go. Awesome. Well, that's a nice day in the game. It's 7:30 in the morning. Jeez. Oh yeah, we started at night, didn't we? Hey. Of course we did. I was blinding everyone for a bit with my high beams. We got about an hour, so yeah, just under an hour and a half in-game time to get to where we need to go to drop off these cars. Now I don't know if I'm gonna do it for this video, if I'm gonna reverse to the trailer in, or if I'm just going to take the easy route. Now I don't do it where I just don't park at all. I never do that. Unless my wife's asked me to get off and I need to get off in a hurry. But that's not the case. What the case is I would go for the easy option, or if I'm feeling really ballsy, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I will do the trailer. And it also depends at the moment on the location. Like, so quarries are just a nightmare at the moment for me. Like, yeah, it might as well have just like sped up over that because of bullshit. 50, like, France, come on, have some compassion. God, you gotta pay the toll. You've gotta pay the toll, bitch. Alright, here we go. Nice and steady. Take your time, Frank. Oh. Oh. End of the toll road. Gotta pay the toll. Can I shift properly? That is the question. That's right, you let me out. That's that. I was ahead of you. I was ahead of you on the toll road. Had to let me out. It's the rules. I must admit though, so last time I played this, like, you know, properly, I never actually tried out Promods. It was always something I heard about, but I never actually grabbed it. Even though I had all the DLC for it at the time, that I could have played it with, I didn't. I never did. And now I'm getting back into it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give Promods a go, especially as someone else who I know plays this game. Said, you know, oh, have you tried Promods? I was like, no. And you know what, I am now. And damn! Good stuff. Oh god. I'm like bouncing around here. Oh, Christ, doing like 97. Jesus. Chill out, frag. Oh, lovely bounce there. Yeah, it's a nice mod. It's a really nice mod. You know, adds a lot more to the maps, and oh, for God's sake, why must I carry on paying the toll? Deal with all these tolls. Oh, that's this one, isn't it? Oh, I could. Oh, look at that. See? Oh, skills. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Pay the toll. Come on. Come on. There we go. Right. That's me trying to speed through then to save face, but it can't really work. It's fine though. It's fine. I saved it. I saved it. Damn it. Yeah, it does. It adds a lot more. It's nice to see somewhere like Norway. Jesus Christ, man, how friggin' slow are you going? Yeah, it's nice to see places like Norway, especially get like additions made to it, and the UK, like Norway especially, because like I love Norway. Norway's an amazing country. Would happily live in Norway. I know my wife isn't a big fan of the cold, but I would happily live if I could in Norway. So it's nice to see some of the northern regions get added through the Promod love. It would be cool to have some more northern places, like northern cities and towns up there, but you know, I know that's probably going to be the case for a lot of places that they do. Everyone's going to be like, oh well, you could add this. Or, why have you not added this place? You've added this place. So I'm just happy with what they've offered. It's an amazing map update. It's just nuts. I'm interested to see what this new DLC is going to bring. Obviously the 1.37 beta update's out as well. I haven't played around with that yet because obviously nothing I use like mod-wise would work with it. I think a lot of things are waiting for the beta period probably to end, especially with the sound enhancements and stuff. Like I have sound fixes, and I know they're probably gonna do like something with the F mod stuff that's being added. You know what? Let's do it. Let's look. Oh, it's probably a good thing I did look. So, what's going on here? Did he stall? He had a stall. He had a little stall. I can't see anything. It's this friggin' sign. Just gonna let myself out slowly. It is 9:20 in the morning, so it's probably gonna be a bit busy. You gonna let me out? You gonna be a ledge? Oh, you absolute legend. Thanks, love. Cheers. What a nice lady. Such. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh well, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All leads to the same place. It's all good. I'm just gonna crawl along to a stop. Cool. Oh, yes. Now, I did start off playing when I was playing again with like automatic on, so like push up to start, you know, go into drive gears and then push back to go into neutral or reverse gears. But I realized very quickly again, I think, because I realized this last time I played, but it's just the gear selection's just terrible, especially like on hills when you go from like being really fast. And then all of a sudden you go to this very steep hill, you lose all your power, and then bam, you know, you're kind of stuck in like gear 12 or something. It's just nuts. Like, you know, God, I'm on the railway line here. So I'm trying to, this is me trying to get back into using gears, you know, which is why I think I don't really pick the right gear half the time. I found 7's pretty good for like starting off with, but it is quite slow, especially like on when you're pulling out on junctions and stuff. Always worries me, like pulling out on a junction. Come on, out of the way, thank you. But it does mean I redline quite a bit. Especially when I'm just working through the lower gears. So, I don't know. Go on, have a little look. Could look this way as well, can I really? I could be looking both ways. I do wonder if I could just set up some of the buttons, like the L2 and R2 button. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong side of the road. L2 and R2 button on the steering wheel to do look left and look right, because at the moment I have L2 to just to change camera and R2 to reset my view. I'm driving slowly. No, the AI won't care. It's fine. I'm a trucking man. I'm coming in to do my trucking job because I'm delivering cars. So deal with it. All right, here we are. Oh my God, we're here. Right. So yeah, I don't think I'm doing that. Let's just go for playing it safe. All right. I promise. Next video, I will try and do the reverse attempt. And if it takes too long in that video, I'll do it like a montage of my learning curve. Which is good. I'm happily play this for days. Well, I have been recently. Been stuck inside. This has been my go-to game a lot, to be honest. So I think I've overshot it anyway, haven't I? Yeah, I have. Bloody hell. Gonna have to reverse into this one anyway. Well, not really, but alright, let's get myself out the window. See, look at this. Look at this. Listen to that lovely wheel. That Driving Force GT kicking into action. There we go. Bam. Doesn't matter that it's off kilter. Don't worry about it. I'm not decoupling that bad boy. But there we go. Beautiful. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. Like I said, if you have suggestions for mods to play that I don't already have, or suggestions on, you know, improving my setup with this Driving Force GT, if you have any ideas how to make it quieter, that would be great. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care.